Today's color is purple. As you can see, I have some eggplants, radicchio, currants, and olives, all purple ingredients. And I'm gonna make a pretty classic Sicilian dish. It's a roasted eggplant with radicchio pasta. Might not seem classic to you, but I think you're gonna like it, so give it a try. At my insistence, the first thing you want to do is salt your eggplant. That draws out some of the moistures. You need 2 medium eggplant, cut them into 3/4 to 1 inch pieces. And what you're going to do is you're going to salt them in a colander. And what that does is draws out some of the moisture, so they get sort of even more dense and, well, dare I say, meat-like in texture than they are already. It's a really great method for cooking eggplants, and a lot of recipes call to do that. It also draws out some of the bitterness. Not sure I completely believe that, but believe me when I tell you, don't skip this step. This needs to go into a colander with 2 teaspoons of salt, toss it with the salt, and then just let it sit for about 30 minutes, and you'll see some of the liquid will come out. I don't know if you can really see this on camera, but these are kind of wet. A lot of moisture has come out of them. And if you look at the bottom of the bowl, there's tons of liquid in there. All of that came out of the eggplant. Can you believe it? So what you want to do is squeeze out all of that excess liquid. So to do that, just take a clean kitchen towel or something that's sturdy, spread the eggplant out in a single layer on your towel, and then just roll it up. Really what you're looking to do here is just remove any of the excess liquid from the surface. Most of the liquid is already drained out from the inside, but it is still a little damp and you want it to get as caramelized as possible in the oven, so you're removing some of that liquid. Then just dump it out on your baking tray and toss it with 5 cloves of unpeeled garlic. It doesn't really matter where they go. If you leave the peels on while things are roasting, it protects the garlic from burning, which is why we leave them on and then we remove them after the fact. A tablespoon of olive oil. Toss it around so it's nice and even. You don't need to add more salt right now because you already salted the eggplant. It's gonna be plenty seasoned. If you wanted to, you could add some pepper. I think I'll skip it because eggplant's kind of peppery anyway. This goes into a 450-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes until it's like caramelized a little bit and totally soft. About 10 minutes before your eggplant is done, you wanna cook your pasta. Make sure your pasta water is nice and salty, and then add 8 ounces of fusilli to the pasta water. I'm using fusilli, but you can use any shape you want. Just go crazy. Here we have our second purple ingredient of the day. It's radicchio. It's slightly bitter, so I like to slice it really thin. Slice your radicchio in half and then remove the core and slice it into very fine shreds. It's a beautiful presentation, and it's just a really nice way to eat radicchio. That can go to the side. That's gonna go toss in at the end. I have 1/3 cup of pitted Kalamata olives. I've saved myself the trouble of pitting them by buying them already pitted, but they do need to be halved. I think that it's totally worthwhile to buy the pitted olives. It saves time, and I don't really think that buying olives with the pits in them really increases the quality in any way. So that's the way that I always weigh it. I think that my eggplant is done. I'm gonna go get it. When your eggplant is done, it should be nice and tender, and the garlic cloves should be tender too. So just make sure you check them and give them a little squeeze. Make sure that they're not still hard. If they are, just put it back in the oven. All right, I have all my components ready. It's time to drain the pasta. Save about 1/2 cup of pasta water, which I always forget to do, but you should always, always do to help your sauce along. Drain your pasta. So we're using a little bit less pasta here and more veg into the pot. Now everything gets tossed together. You do have to remove the garlic from the peels. It should be really easy at this point. That's the other thing about roasted garlic. It's super easy to remove from the peel. The whole peeled garlic can go right into the pasta with the eggplant. You'll notice that it's a very high percentage of veg to pasta. That's on purpose. It's intentional. I want you eating extra vegetables all month long, okay? Then the currants, 1/4 cup of dried currants, the olives, and a tablespoon of olive oil, and then the radicchio, and just stir that all together. Add a little bit of the pasta water. You don't need to add the whole 1/2 cup. Probably won't need to season it, but if you want to, you can add a little bit of salt. You could add anchovies to this if you wanted to. That would be delicious and very authentic. I think I'm gonna serve this family style today and put it in a nice big bowl. Make sure that you get all of the scrapings. A lot of the purple gets stuck in the bottom of the pot. You don't wanna leave that behind. Grate some cheese, as little or as much as you want. Obviously pre-grated will be fine if you prefer that or you can't get the blocks. Collar week was delicious, don't you think? Did you make them all? Did you make just one? Pick one and tell me which one was your favorite. Let us know, and maybe we'll cook more stuff with that colored ingredient. Go on our blog today because we're gonna have more information about purple vegetables. You're gonna learn all about it.